Hey y'all. If you're a returning experiencer, welcome back. If this is your first experience, welcome. Come on in. Hey, my name is hathorhendrix and this is my channel, The Hathor Experience. This is a lifestyle slash variety channel, so I'm going to be giving you a little bit of this and a little bit of that and everything in between. So if you can pick up what I'm putting down, be sure to like this video, comment down below, holla at your girl, let me know that you came by, share this video with anybody that you think would like to see or hear this, and subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified whenever I post a video. All right, you seen the title. Let's get into it. Happy Nappy. I like the way I feel. Happy Nappy, so real. If you know who sings that song, let me know. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that's ever heard that song, but I remember hearing it when I was a kid, and I just have no idea who sings it. But either way, I digress. This video is all about my natural hair journey. So let's get into it. I have been natural for the greater part of my life. As a kid, I remember getting my hair pressed every 2 weeks. And if my hair wasn't getting pressed, my mom would cornrow my hair. So if it wasn't straight, a nice little pressing curl, it was braided up. Okay. And to this day, I still have flashbacks of getting popped with that comb when I was trying to fill up to see how far mom had left to go, or trying to hold my edges down because my mom was heavy handed as hell, or the neck whip flash from trying to get all those angles from braiding and getting your hair combed. So I have been through it all. But luckily, my mom wasn't the one that pressed my hair. It was one of my cousins. Y'all know how if you have a big cousin, if you have a big family, you have cousins that are from different generations. So my cousin that pressed my hair was actually a lot older than me. She was actually a grandma at the time, but she would still press my hair every 2 weeks. I actually think it's because she used to press my mom's hair when she was a girl. So we kept it in the family. I love to see it. So shout out and rest in peace to my late cousin Margie, who used to own a beauty shop on Colonial Avenue in South Dallas, Texas. So I digress. Moving on through life. Again, for most of my life, that was the drill. I'm either getting my hair braided or I'm getting my hair pressed. But as I got older, and I hung around more people, I realized that my friends who had perms had a bit more versatility than me. They had a lot more options as far as what they could do with their hair. So every time we went swimming, their hair was still straight afterwards. Every time we worked out and we worked up a sweat, their hair was still straight. But my hair, at the mere mention of moisture, we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. So I begged and begged and begged my mom to get a perm. And I didn't wear my mom down until I was a sophomore in high school. Yes, it took me that long to get a perm. That was my first perm. My mom was hell-bent on keeping me off the creamy crack. And I understand why, because I definitely learned the hard way that I should have just stuck to the rivers and the lakes that I was used to, honey, but I was chasing the Hawaiian silky, honey. I was chasing the video girl, okay? And boy, did I live to regret it. So about my sophomore year in college, I realized that this was not working, okay? It was going nowhere fast. And my hair was also going nowhere fast, as in falling out of my head. So I was like, oh no, girl, we got to make some changes. I was looking at the woman in the mirror and I was like, girl, you a bald-headed scallywag. Shout out to Project Pat. So I had to do what I had to do. So it was a lot of trial and error. Okay, learning to deal with my hair on my own because Margie was no longer available. I was a grown woman, so I had to figure out how to deal with this thick, long hair all by myself. And by this time, the natural community was growing. So we came up with curl patterns, and I found out that I was a 4D. Okay, now I know that they say that 4C is the tightest curl pattern, but I beg to differ, honey. I have 4D, and not even 4D, but 4D. Okay, this is tight. My curl pattern is tight, honey. It is tighter than ant poom poom. I mean, it's tight. Okay, and I had to learn how to manage my hair. It has been a struggle, but it has also been so rewarding. I wouldn't take back any part of the journey that I've had with Buttercup. Who is Buttercup, you may ask? I'm glad you did. Buttercup is actually what I call my afro. Buttercup was a Powerpuff Girl, my favorite Powerpuff Girl, and this is my Powerpuff, so I figured it was only fitting. And throughout me and Buttercup's relationship, I have been toxic. I have been a fuck girl, okay? Again, with my curl pattern being so tight, the shrinkage is real. And because of that, I got a lot of heat damage out of the gate just from trying to stretch my hair, trying to straighten it. And I realized that even though my hair holds heat well when I press my hair, straight flat ironing my hair just doesn't work. Buttercup does not speak flat iron at all. It stretches her, but it doesn't straighten her. So I had to give that up. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I hear that they are doing a live action Powerpuff Girl movie, and I think that y'all need to holler at me. Let me know what I need to do. Combat training, I'll do my own stunts. Listen, it doesn't even matter. Holla at your girl. We can kind of give it a Kill Bill twist. It's gonna be awesome. Or Foxy Brown. Yeah, let me get my little Pam Grier on. You know what I mean? Kick open a door or something. Listen, I'm here for it. But again, I digress. So I had to learn that my hair needed moisture because I was taught that you shouldn't put water in your hair, but Buttercup needs water. She is so thirsty. I learned how to do different protective styles for all of my girls out there who have 4C hair and it's thick and it's long. You know, when you go into these braiding shops, they try and charge you an arm and a leg if you have a lot of hair. So I had to figure out how to do my own box braids, how to do my own Marley twist, just come as self-sufficient as I possibly could. And I definitely use these protective styles as a way, as a shortcut to care for my hair for the most part. And I've been very successful with it, but it is very possible to still lose hair in a protective style. And even going back to perming and pressing my hair, you're still prone to burns. I remember getting those little burns at the top of my ear sometimes, but it was only when my mom pressed my hair, not Margie. You know, I used to get nervous when mom had to press my hair. Like on the holidays, I'd be like Penny off of Good Times, mama, no, because you know, mama hands just wasn't as sturdy as Margie's, but we didn't hold it against her. But just as well as you can get burned from getting your hair pressed, you can also get chemical burns, and chemical burns are worse. But I'm so glad that I never got burns like on my forehead or nothing like that. They were always just on the top of my ear. I just, you know, keep it discreet, keep it sweet and discreet. But either way, I digress. So we've definitely had some ups and downs. I've definitely had to get up on the YouTubes and get little style info. So shout out to all the YouTube OGs like Natural85 and Nappy Headed Jojoba here on YouTube that helped your girl get her hair together in the early stages of going back to being natural. I really appreciate that. But I have been using protective styles as a crutch. So you may not know this about me, but I love to challenge myself. Last year, my challenge was to get my skincare together, get me a nice little skincare regimen. Do you see the glow? Get the glow. The glow, yes. Okay, so this year, my challenge, because I've actually moved abroad, so I'm no longer in my home state of Texas, is to keep my hair natural the entire year, especially since I rely so heavily on protective styles. I want my Havana twist, my box braids, my crochets, but I'm not doing any of that. This year is all about me getting back to buttercup, caring for her, giving her what she needs. And so far, so good. I'm going to come in so you can see my curl pattern is a little more defined than it normally is. And this is actually a super old Bantu knot twist out. I actually tried a flaxseed gel recipe that came out really, really well. I'm really, really excited and happy with it. So I will be doing a DIY video to show you how I make my flax gel. Because listen, all my 4Cs and 4Ders out there, if it works for my hair, honey, it will work for yours. Because like I said, buttercup, she is the toughest fighter. So I love it. And I always get questions, or if people really love my hair, they're like, your natural hair is so beautiful. I love your styles, but I could never go natural. To everybody who's out there that's apprehensive about going natural, don't be. Try it. It's just hair, it'll grow back. Okay, you can get protective styles. You can sew in more hair. You can cover it up. You can wrap it on the days that you don't feel up to it. But I definitely think that embracing your natural hair should be a rite of passage for women of color, because it's important that we embrace all aspects of ourselves. I see my hair as a garden. I tend to it, I treat it, I feed it, I nurture it. I do everything that I need to do in order for it to grow. And I think that it's important for us to have those kinds of relationships with ourselves, to dive in a little more, see what we need. And I'm really just having fun with it. So sometimes I wrap it up if I'm not feeling it. Sometimes I take the hours upon hours it takes to do mini two-strand twists. I'm just kind of along for the ride right now. But to anybody out there who's a little nervous about starting their natural hair journey, don't be. It's just hair. You can cut it, you can braid it up, you can perm it, you can do whatever you want. But if you've never gone natural before, there really is something liberating about being natural. When it rains, I just let it rain. I'm just like SWB, fall down on me. 'Cause it don't matter, baby. It don't matter. It's already nappy, baby. It's already there. It can get wet. It can hold a little wet. It's gonna be all good. But it's just so liberating to feel the wind on your scalp, to feel your lover's fingers massaging your scalp, and learning to love yourself in your natural state. So, anybody who's a little nervous about experimenting with natural hair, don't be. It's a wonderful journey, and at any point, you can always go back to your old ways. So that's my natural journey up until now. I make my own hair products for the most part. I do outsource some of them, but for the most part, I really, really do my best to make my own. I'm on this journey. I'm 6 months in, no extensions, and I love my big hair. I love the glam. I love the drama, but here I am still loving my buttercup. And it's really interesting because I feel like sometimes we get so attached to our extensions that when we're not wearing them, we don't recognize ourselves, or something feels kind of off. And I never really liked that feeling that after I took down a protective style, I was kind of looking at myself in the mirror like, this isn't enough. I don't, I mean, I'm just not popping without my extensions. So I definitely wanted to kind of scale back and like look into that and see what's going on. So wherever you are on your natural hair journey, hey, roll with it. And if you have permed hair, this is not a video to burn. This is not a video to burn anyone who has different views from me. I know plenty of people who get perms religiously. Their hair is long and lustrous, okay? Style, body shine, all of that. That just wasn't my story. But if you're interested in some of my DIYs, I will be doing tutorials. I will be sharing recipes here, so y'all be sure to stay tuned. And who am I? Hey, I'm no expert, I'm no guru. I'm just Hathor, and this is my experience. So go ahead and like this video and talk to me down in the comments. Have you named your hair? What was the biggest challenge for you if you've gone natural? If you are still getting perms, what makes you nervous about going natural? Or you can list down below what's your favorite hair product to make for yourself. All right, well, that's it. That's all. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace.